As a dermatologist, I see a lot of people asking me, what can I do to prevent skin cancer? Now, besides the obvious things like don't go to use a tanning bed, don't get blistering sunburns, what are the top 3 things that really will help you prevent skin cancer in the long run? Number 1, as we all know, is sunscreen. Why is it important? It actually shields the skin from years and years of the damaging effects of UV A, B, and C. And since we're in the sun most of the time, whether it's through a window, whether we're driving, or whether we are actually outside on the beach or just walking around or walking from your office to your car, these things over time can lead to a lot of sun damage and increase your risk for certain types of skin cancer. Okay, so make sure you wear a sunscreen that is the appropriate SPF based off of your activity level. This is something that you should consult a specialist with if you have any questions regarding that. Now, number 2, retinols. This may actually surprise a lot of people. People use retinols for general anti-aging or for acne, but retinols can actually prevent skin cancers in the long run, especially a specific type called squamous cell carcinoma. Why is this the case? Squamous cell carcinomas are from chronic sun damage. And what happens is the skin gets cumulative UV exposure over time, they become precancerous, and they become cancerous. One of the things that retinol does really well is it increases that turnover rate of the skin, and it also helps make that top layer of the skin much healthier. So it's helping to reverse some of that sun damage chronically over time. So if you use retinols from when you're younger to old age, it will likely prevent the formation of precancer spots called actinic keratosis that then becomes your squamous cell skin cancers over the long run. So retinol is good, but it also requires some consultations with specialists because it can be irritating as well. And lastly, the third best thing you can do to prevent skin cancers is actually to see a dermatologist. Now, why is this important? Well, skin cancers are very complicated. It is actually a very broad category of many different types of cancers. You have your most common one, which is called basal cell carcinoma. This one is actually from short episodes of very intense sun exposure. Even 1 to 2 blistering sunburns can predispose you to developing this basal cell skin cancer 20, 30 years down the road. Second kind of skin cancer that's common is squamous cell. We've talked about this and how retinols can prevent that from happening. The squamous cell skin cancers are from chronic sun exposure. So over a long period of time, you develop these irregularities on your skin, which then become a skin cancer. And of course, the one that people generally refer to and are scared of is one called melanoma, which comes from the pigment cells that live in our skin. And that is the type that is the most complicated because it's dangerous and can spread to other areas of the body and cause premature death, but it also can look different in different people. Some people, it actually shows up as pigment, and other people, it can actually show up as just a pink spot, maybe starting off looking like a pimple. So these are the reasons why seeing a dermatologist at least once a year is going to help identify what risk factors you have and what that translates into how your skin is responding to UV light. So you get a lot of really great tips on how to avoid additional damage to the skin. So seeing a dermatologist or a specialist will definitely help you prevent skin cancer. It's always about prevention. Once you have a skin cancer, the treatments are not always quite as fun as being able to prevent it in the first place. If you have any questions about very specific types of skin cancers, I will have those in the series, so make sure you watch for more. See you next time.